Hello students, today we are going to learn about the price mix variable of the marketing. And in the price mix we have different pricing strategies here like cost plus, creaming or skimming, penetrating prices and variable prices. So first of all we will talk about the cost plus method. It is very simple method. Here in this method we just have to calculate our cost, or we can say CP, plus our profit margin, and that will be our selling price. So it is very simplest method and basic method which always recover our cost, which is not in every method. So it is a basic method, important method of pricing strategy where we always recover our original cost of production. Then we add a moderate profit margin and it will give us our MRP or selling price. It has several advantages or disadvantages. The main disadvantage regarding cost plus is that it ignores the competitive activities in the market. Next one is penetration pricing. In the penetration pricing, we keep our prices as lowest as possible in accordance with the competitor prices. Suppose our competitors are having prices of competitor, we can say competitor A, B, C. The prices or MRP of competitor A is 20, B is 15, C is 10. So we will decide our price below 10, which may be 9, 8, 7, whatever we are able to offer. So here we can easily say that we are increasing the competition and offering the lowest value to the lowest MRP to the customers, and there may be many customers who are shifters. Generally they shift from this to this product. So in the initial stage of a product, penetrating prices are very important. We can easily grab the big market share, and there are few recent examples, like you can see the market capturing of Jio, where other telecom operators are not able to compete with Jio, because in the beginning year he offered free of cost 1 year data and calls, and from next year onward he increased its prices gradually. So it is best for new companies. It can increase number of customers in the beginning stage only. Many shifters will move to our product, and in future we can increase the prices to cover up the cost. Here we will get also an advantage of volume by sales. Means our sales will be increased so many times, so that we can have economies of scale also. The only disadvantage of this penetration pricing method is that those who are shifters, because they shift from 20, 15 or 10 to 9, 8, 7, if we increase our prices, say 10, then they can move on to another product, or if we increase it to 16, then they also move to 15. If we increase it to 25, then they will increase to 20. So there is no brand loyalty. Those who are good bargainer, they will always check the prices and see which company is offering the lowest value, then they will purchase its product. Then the next pricing method is creaming, where the prices are set highest. Or we can say high prices. Suppose there are 4 companies A, B, C, D. Their prices are 20, 15, 10, 8. Then this company will determine their prices greater than 20, or it may be 30, 50, or even it may be 100. It depends on the nature of product and level of competition. So why these high prices are offered, and what are their perception of offering such high prices? The main thinking behind this is to cover the R&D cost, that is research and development cost. There are many producers in the market who are offering goods at very high prices, or we can say extremely high prices. Suppose a toothpaste we purchase cost us rupees 40 to 50. Then if this company is also producing the toothpaste, it will be priced as rupees 200. So actually it is offering products for the richer section of the society, first of all, and second one is, if they are taking or charging too much prices, then also it is a possibility there may be some good quality in the product. It is believed. As well, they have done many research and development work on the product, and they have to appoint specialists which charge higher fees for their services. So that's why they want to cover the R&D cost. So it will be the top leader in the particular segment or the product, and you can see the examples of many car industries where a normal car can be purchased up to rupees 10 lakh, but their starting cost is from 2 or 3 crores. There are many companies producing such type of cars. Then next one is variable pricing. Variable here means different prices from different customers. Suppose they are customers A, B, C. So the prices charged from customer A may be 15, from B it may be 20, from C it may be 12. It depends on their buying lots. Those who are getting the product at rupees 12, it means they are buying in bulk or large quantity. We can see the example of the peddler or hawkers. They offer such type of prices, and even the wholesaler also provides some time in retail to customers. So there are different prices being charged from every customers. So these are the 4 different strategies nowadays which are popular. And if you have any question regarding any type of pricing strategy, you can ask me. Thank you, students.